Yeah, package from China.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at the Retro HD TV game. This is a model Super Famicom 100. This is the latest model including TF function, so we can add new games. I'm very curious what are we going to get. There's nothing a lot of the box, so don't have to talk about that. Let's take a close look inside. So the first thing I did notice that the box quality is way better than the previous models. Most of them have this flimsy box quality, but this time, not bad at all. But you already can see that we're going to get the US version, and they are very naughty. Okay, here we're having the reset button and the on and off switch. At the front we're having, let's see, the two original connectors, but keep in mind that even these things look like the original. Most of the time the connection internal are different and you can't use original controllers. We're having here the HDMI connection, the DC in, the micro USB, and of course the TF. So we're going to open it up a little bit later. Nothing, and doesn't even smell chemical. Okay, inside the box we're going to get some different peripherals, like the adapter for the European. Okay, and we're going to get this very strange power adapter, don't like it at all, and the micro USB cable. So then is the question, how is it with the controls? Okay, so as you already can see, it has indeed the original connector, like there was from the Wii back in the day. This thing, wow, this is clickish, but it doesn't click at all. Quality control, my ass. Okay, let's try the other one. Ah, this one is better. Select start. The D-pad feels very flimsy, nothing like the original one. A, B, H, Y. No. They feel very lightweighted, they feel very flimsy. Oh boy, this is going to be a nightmare to play with. And last but not least, holy crap, look at this HDMI cable. This is what we're going to get with this thing. Damn, this thing is very huge. It's a very thick cable. Okay, here we're having the... No, not really into look support, like the basic toilet paper manuals that we're going to get with these things, like a basic explanation. How do you work? How does this TF function work? As you can see over here, let's zoom in a little bit. You can see when ending the TF card, you just need to name a folder game. So game folder in your TF card. And that's the only thing you need to do. If you want to be naughty, it's the way to go. Okay, let's take a close look at the device itself, because I just wanted to see what's inside. Alright, so let's power it on and let's see what we're going to get. I have reviewed quite some different Super NES models, and most of them had some pretty shitty menus, but this thing got a very nice looking menu, as you can see over here. So I'm very curious. Let's zoom in and let's do a little bit of an overview what we're going to get with the menu itself. So what you can see over here, we're having an extra menu, so we're having the game selection over here. The menu works very fast, very responsive. So as you can see, recently played, the games, all the games, action games, sport games. So it's quite interesting in my opinion to see that we're having so many options. I have never seen something like this before. The weird thing is I'm only having sport games and action games, so that's it. And let's see, we're having all games, and here we can scroll through the list itself. I think we need to go down over here, and here we can choose a different folder or a different list. Quite a strange way how they made this menu. It looks quite nice. Yeah, the question remains, how will the emulation be? Well, because it is most of the time pretty shitty on these fake systems. And every time when we boot up a game, we have the option in-game hotkeys like the menu, rewind function and key configuration. You can check it out over here, quite interesting. When I'm pressing start and up. And with the quick load and quick save option, you're even having the scanline filter. So that's quite interesting. That sounds pretty good! Okay, let's go back and let's change out the filter, and you can see that it changes out. That's quite interesting. And in my opinion... Fun fact that the D-pad is, let's put it this way, it feels very horrible, but when you're playing with it, it's not that bad. So far so good, I didn't see any problems. The aspect ratio is just what it is. I didn't force my monitor into 4:3 aspect ratio, it was just on widescreen. I do hear some interruption in the music. And it is not my monitor itself. Alright, so let's mess it up. Oh, that's a shame. Let's rewind. Alright, let's go. And if it comes to the quick load, quick save option, as you can see, we're having 5 slots. Save the game. Go back to the menu. Go out. I'm guessing when I'm choosing the game again, I have the option to load a game. Yeah, exactly. So when you're going back into the game itself, it will ask you if you want to load a state or just play a new game. Let's try a random game. But I don't hear the crackling noise that I had with the previous game. So this is more like, I'm guessing, minor problem with the game itself. Alright guys, so special video, we're going to open it up because I know a lot of you who are watching want to see what's inside this Meme Machine, what it is running. Okay, so the software itself, it surprised me in every single way. With the quick load, quick save, the aspect ratio that was right. The emulation is not perfect because of the sound of Donkey Kong Country 2. But if you're looking at the general performance, I think it is seriously one of the best devices when it comes to, let's say, the clone systems. I have seen a lot of clone systems and most of them are a horrible piece of crap. But this thing, and when I say it's, I prefer the original still over this, but it's getting really close now. And the way they made it with the menu, there were always more like things they mess up or something that are not really logic in my opinion. But this is not bad at all. So what we're going to do is remove the 4 screws. Okie dokie. Okay, all the screws are removed. Okay, let's open it up. Need to be very gentle. As you can see, we're having a very tiny PCB over here. Okay, let's put it loose. It's a very interesting construction. I can't get it out. Alright. Okay, let's take a close look at this, because as you can see here, we're having this spring that is needed for the reset button. The on-off switch is on here on the PCB, but yeah, we're having the LED. We're not going to open up this. When you take a close look at the PCB, it's very interesting in my opinion, and the reason why is, when you take a close look at the chips itself, I find it very interesting to find a ROC chip. It's the RK3068 that is clocked on 1.5 GHz. It has a capability of pushing the signal to 1080p with a connection of HDMI 1.4. So when you take a close look at the chips over here, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I'm thinking it is a Samtec. I've googled the type of chip, couldn't find a lot of information, but in the end I'm guessing it's more around 1 GB or 2 GB RAM with a combination of the ROC chip. So when you take a close look how they solder in the connectors, ooh, this is not that great in my opinion. As you take a close look at it, they are very thin wires that have been connected and soldered to the connection over here. If you move it too much, I know for a fact these will get loose. So this connection is not the best I have seen. Okay guys, so this is the overview of the PCB and what's inside. I hope you really enjoy it. So in this video I always find it very interesting to see what kind of stuff we're going to get if it comes to the menu, the emulation, the mainboard itself. It's just big fun checking it out. So when you take a close look at the mainboard itself, you can see there are some numbers on it. This is a number that says it has been made in 2019. So when making this video, the system or this PCB is still 1 year old. So in the end, nothing beats the original Super NES Mini, but I find it always super fascinating to see what they have created. The controller doesn't feel like the original one, but it still plays okay. When it comes to all the function and functionalities, I find it fascinating, but I already mentioned that some of the games did have some issues. Minor issues, but rare issues. But I thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and don't forget to hit the little bell, very important, because I will see you in the next video.